Why are you mad because you insulted me first and then come back better
That
than
comment though in the
Grandpa,
live,
I'm so sorry,
they
yeah, but
shouldn't
Grandpa,
be
I'm not
going
taking
off.
anything from you because you need to understand something, Grandpa. Yeah, I don't like to argue with people now,
You
but
literally
I don't
insulted her first by
Lady,
calling her what, a
lady,
gorilla.
Grandpa,
Brother,
I don't take
ladies, there's
disrespect.
energy.
No,
lady.
Ladies, why are you coming to make this into a jungle, fam?
Grandpa, but I don't like it when you disrespecting me like that for no reason, not
Lady,
knowing
What did he
you
that
say? Wait, one sec.
disrespected.
What did he say that to you, miss?
Pardon?
What did he say to you, miss?
He said my profile picture. Before he even said anything about the content, he came for what I look like in my profile picture.
No, he didn't.
My background. It doesn't matter.
He said your background. Are you your background?
It does. Yes, I am. I'm in my background. Yes.
Are you your
It
background?
doesn't matter. He was trying to be funny.
I know what.
No, it literally looks like you're in a boxing ring.
You see the thing about it, Super King. You see how man, like certain time I will ask her questions, a yes or no question, and she'll be like, and she'll run around the whole point. She'll literally run around the whole point and say some new stuff. And like I don't mind holding a little bit of a convo with her, hearing what she has to say, but it's harder to talk to these girls when they run around everything that's being said and just throw their life story and throw details we don't ask for at the current moment. That's just the biggest hurdle
They're
here.
using it to back up their case.
Miss, we don't care if you we don't care about what you're using to back up your case. Miss, shut up. Miss, shut up real quick. Shut up real quick. Like you hear a man speak, Miss, I won't tell you shut up if you don't consistently speak over me. If you're consistently speaking over me, I'm gonna have to withdraw some of the cuts. So can you just close your dirty mouth? So the point is, ma'am, this is the literal point, right? Is that, bro, you even made me forget. Like I even forgot what I said.
Let me chime in while you
Even
remember,
God
brother.
telling you, God telling you what you're about to say is foolishness.
Let me chime in.
Directing you.
Let me chime in while you remember, brother. So even the point that she made that I've only been here.
I've been trying to speak this whole time.
Hold on,
Georgia,
man.
calm down.
Even the point she made that I've only been here for 5 minutes. I've been in the comments for over half an hour, and I've just been in pure.
Oh yeah, I remember what I was saying. All I was saying is that cool. We don't care what point you're bringing to back your case. We care whether your point is directly answering a question. That's all I'll leave it at. But go ahead, brother.
Yeah, so she thinks I've only been here for 5 minutes, but I've witnessed everything. I know your full story that you came and broadcast on live. I know the fact that you claim to be a man and a woman and be able to do both. So I heard all of this. This is not a 5-minute judgment. And I've been truly disgusted by your behavior.
You've been disgusted by my behavior.
Yes, and the way you speak. Silence.
You're not disgusted by the way your brother.
You're disgusted. You're disgusted. Sorry.
Ladies, silence.
Hold on. So you're disgusted because I said that my baby dad decided to leave to deal with his own problems, right? And I've had to now fill in the roles. And now my son is now 1 year old. I've moved on. I have a new man. Gonna get married to him, like him, wanna be with him.
How do you know that? How do you know that?
My son is also 1 year old. My son is so smart. Like he's 1 year old and he knows how to count to 20 and his ABCs.
And you see the BS I'm talking about. You see the BS I'm talking about, G. Like, one sec. What does a baby knowing how to do an ABC mean?
Sorry, I'm still talking.
One sec. What does a baby...
I'm still talking. Why do you have to keep interrupting me? That's rude.
One sec.
Rude. Why you keep...
And that's the point that we keep saying. What would that even have to do with the conversation that a baby can count? Like, of course a baby can count.
It's another attempt to ego boost.
Finish her.
And that's the whole thing. This is the whole thing. Like, that has nothing to do with a topic, bro. When we're talking about relevant points, she brings in minute things. And this is what she wants to do. She wants to make major points in minute areas instead of minute points in a major area. That's actually what you should start focusing on.
State one of your points so we can get back to the debate then.
Sorry?
Can you state one of your points then that you claim to make, that you said
Brother, you've been here long enough.
Not really.
How long have you been in the live?
I've been in here for about 10 minutes.
Yeah, you're bullshitting. You're bullshitting. You're literally bullshitting.
How are you going to tell me?
You're bullshitting.
See, but you're coming here with your potty mouth. See, Super King was telling us about our potty mouth, but you're here using foul language.
Miss.
You see what I'm talking about? Like, you guys just have no...
And I am happy that you're learning to control it.
Thing is,
like, this is the problem with this girl is that, like, how about this, miss? Like, I want to ask you, Shan Stars, right? What have you actually taken from the discussion? What have you taken from the discussion? Sis, I've not even finished asking you. Please, like, don't be frothing at the mouth. Just let me land and you'll go. So cool, right? What have you taken from the points and what do you think we're trying to say?
I haven't really understood your points because this is the picture. Single mothers are evil. I've still yet to ask you why you think that single mothers are evil.
Because of their decision making and the children they produce is how we start off, just to set a basis.
You know that it starts with both people, with a man, nothing in the woman. Like
It starts with a man.
I'm saying it starts off with two people coming together and the man deciding that he's gonna ejaculate in the woman, and then you get me?
And then what? And then what? And a man ejaculating, and then what?
I'm not understanding what point you're trying to make.
No. Finish your whole point. Single motherhood starts with a man doing something to a woman, and then
leaving her. Like,
all right, so you're clearly clueless. You're clearly brainless.
I'm not clueless though.
Shush.
Because no woman wants to be alone with a child. No woman makes herself
Are you
single.
saying it's impossible for
no woman makes herself
Shan,
a single
can you
woman?
shut your mouth real
mother,
quick? Shan, can you close your
Don't tell me
mouth?
to shut my mouth.
Then don't talk. If you didn't talk, we wouldn't tell you to shut your mouth.
That's valid. It's not a valid point.
Ma'am, let us interact with your stupid point. So cool. You said such a stupid point. You said single mothers happen because the man leaves. No woman wants that. So are you saying that there's no woman in the world that wishes to be a single parent?
I'm not saying that.
Then why say that?
Majority of single mothers that we're seeing nowadays, they didn't make themselves a single mother. They didn't do that.
So you're saying most single mothers.
Why would they do that?
So most single mothers, you're saying most single mother happens because a father leaves?
Or whatever happened and the situation and they're not together no more.
No, because you've said most, you've agreed, you've taken back your point and agreed that there are... Calm down, please. You've kind of taken... Sister, calm down, because I don't want to have to count down from 10.
I'm not a child, you don't have to calm down.
Then miss, do I have to count down from 10, ma'am?
Finish your points, mate.
Thank you, sister. Like, Super King, should I count down from 10, brother? Do you think she needs it?
You see this? Now, you see I'm not...
I think she needs to go on the naughty step for 10 seconds, yes.
Like, we're going to give her one more chance.
Guys, don't even give him the platform.
We're going to give her one more chance, but this is the whole point now, right? You kind of took back the point and said, cool, maybe there's a minority of single mothers that want to be single mums. So this is my thing. I can agree there's fathers that are irresponsible and leave their children. Yes. But single motherhood is mostly women's fault because women are choosing these men, letting them have access, right? And single motherhood's majority the woman's fault, except in 2 cases. The only 2 cases where single motherhood is not a woman's fault is when she got R-worded or the father unexpectedly passes from natural
causes. You're saying that all single mums...
Be quiet.
So you're saying that all single mums...
Star no.
Gosh, you're saying a lot of things and I want to break it down. But you're saying
Control yourself, lady.
No. You can't speak when others go. Go when it's your turn, Shan. Go when it's your turn, Shan. No. So cool. Unless you are in those 2 scenarios.
So dad can't be abusive, like Jay said. The dad can't be abusive. Unless, so she had to get raped.
Who made that point?
For R-worded, my bad.
A man can't be R-worded?
No.
Are you asking me, so a man can't be R-worded?
I never said that.
You did say that.
No, I never.
So what did you say?
I can't even break down your points because...
You said, so a man can't be what? What was it?
Oh my... Are you going to let me talk?
Bruv, you said, so a man can't be what? Can you finish that sentence?
I said, so a woman can't be abused. You're saying, a woman... There's only 2 scenarios...
Where did you... Yeah, go ahead, sorry.
You're saying only 2 scenarios where a woman wouldn't be a single mother if she was... Oh,
That's not what we said.
our word.
You are literally, this is what you're showing us, that you literally don't listen to basic points because of your ego.
You're saying a lot of points.
So I'm
I
going
want to
to
break
tell
them
you
down.
what we say again.
Okay, so say it, because I want to speak, but you're not letting me speak. Every
You don't
time I want to
listen.
speak, you're interrupting me.
Bruv, you literally asked me, is this what you're saying? I told you no, but go ahead with your rubbish.
You made points. Say, I can't even remember your points now because you're just going all over.
I can't even remember one point.
I mean, you couldn't remember your points. You lost your.
I remember the points. Should I say it again?
God.
Single mumhood, woman fault, right? Women make bad choice in man, even if man leave.
Okay, stop right there. Let me break that down. How can a woman want to be a single mom?
Sorry, where's the contradiction? A woman can make the conscious decision and take action to it.
Unless the dad has been, agatized. I can't even speak.
Why are you getting mad at yourself?
Because I'm getting frustrated.
Why are
because
you
of the
getting mad?
stupidity.
Don't get mad.
Lady,
Chill.
we spoke about your language, please.
And
you were
you see,
doing well.
she's getting mad at herself. You see what you're proving. You're proving that you're honestly being so insufferable on this topic that even you're getting your own self angry.
A woman doesn't make herself a single mother, is my point.
So there's no woman that has taken the action to make herself a
The
single mom.
majority of women that you see that are single moms wouldn't make that conscious decision. You're saying,
Conscious decision for what?
This is my point.
Are
You're
you saying that they don't consciously?
the man chooses? No, the woman chooses the man,
woman what?
so she makes herself single. How?
May I ask you a question?
That's not even what we said to you.
Do you know that there's a
You
thing
don't
called
listen.
that
You don't listen again. So we're going to correct you. We never said the woman chooses the man, therefore she makes herself single. We said the woman chooses these
chooses the
bad
wrong man. That's what you said. They choose.
That's not what I said. So I'm correcting you because you don't know how to listen and you get mad at yourself. This is the point now, right? We said the woman chooses these incompetent men and she is to be held accountable for that.
But you don't think a man can change?
Can
You don't
calm
think there's something
down?
called a change?
Look, Star.
You don't think a man will be nice at...
You know the thing is with you, you don't know what we're saying. So if we're telling you what we're saying, why do you
saying a woman chooses the... Why is it always the woman's fault?
I think I can communicate this to her.
Who says that the man couldn't change?
God bless her little brain. Because this is the whole thing, bro.
The man couldn't change and switch up on her.
Miss, all right. So this is what we go do now. We go all the way back to the start because we laid the groundwork before, but we have to repeat it again. If the man quote unquote switches up, the woman still has her responsibility, as does the man, because he showed red flags that were ignored.
But what if there were no red flags?
That doesn't happen.
And even more than that,
No,
host,
it doesn't happen.
I'd like to ask her a question.
That don't happen, miss. Go ahead, brother.
Do you require marriage before giving a man access to your womb?
I mean, biblically, yeah.
I'm asking
miss,
you.
what other way is there about it?
I'm saying,
miss, I hope you're a virgin. I hope you're a virgin, miss. Wait, one second. I hope you're miss. Say what, you're a virgin, yeah?
Society doesn't conform to the Bible, so I can't really say.
Miss, are you a virgin?
Yes, I am actually.
Thank you. Yeah, thank God at least. But you know what I mean.
And even if I wasn't, what would be the problem?
Why would you argue?
If you
the
wasn't
point
a virgin, what would be the problem?
Yeah. Why would you
obviously
argue?
It would be a problem but from a religious aspect, but not all.
So why are you asking me what would be the? I thought, miss, when you was coming here doing the Ephesians stuff, miss, when you was being emperor of the Ephesians, reading the verses. Like now you're trying to cut. Like you wasn't having this energy now, and now you're trying to say what would be the problem if you just went around not being a virgin.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that it's not a problem.
That's just
I'm
what you
saying
said.
that not all women have that view.
So what?
Not all women stand from there. Do you get it?
So what?
And if they don't, they will reap the consequences of that behavior. This is pretty simple.
All of society, though. Like you could literally apply that to anything.
You see how the Bible leaves.
You can apply that to anything because there is sin. There is sin in this. There's something called sin in this world, and the whole of the world has sin. So
this girl's actually embarrassing.
It's really embarrassing.
Like you see, when we was talking to ZY, at least she was
You're not
even
even
insufferable a
hearing
bit,
what
but
I'm
at least
saying.
she had a bit more about her. Like this one's just all over the place.
Yes.
But you're not hearing nothing what I'm saying.
I hear what you're saying, but it's rubbish.
You're saying people will reap the
But I
consequences.
wouldn't,
Yeah,
you know,
that's
it's
what
miss. I
that's
wouldn't
what
even.
sin
You
is.
see,
That's
us man, we
literally what
wouldn't
sin is,
miss. You know,
though.
we wouldn't even wipe our ass with a lot of what you're saying. Like you don't actually bring us any valuable points,
And neither
sister.
do you. I don't even know why you guys are
Miss, you
giving this
don't
guy
even
this
know the points.
platform.
How can
Like,
you say the points? How can you say whether the points are valuable or not if you don't know what the points are?
it's embarrassing.
You're
It's
so
saying
quick to speak,
that a
miss.
single mother
You're
is
so
evil.
quick to speak, but
But you
not
don't
quick
know
to
what she's
listen.
went through. You don't know anything that the ladies went
She
through.
told
It's
us what
always,
she went
oh, it's a
through.
woman's fault. It's a woman's fault.
How did
So
we
what
not
happened
know
to
if
the
she
man?
told us?
It takes two to tango, sir.
Yeah, it takes
Takes
two of
to
the woman's
tango.
legs to spread open for a man, and then she becomes a single mother because it's mostly you guys' fault.
So it's not the men's fault for being a shitty man.
Mostly the
And
woman's fault.
okay, all right,
You need to use your
guys.
ears.
Guys, everyone just leave the live because he's just not making no sense. Don't even give him the platform.
She just don't have ears. That she just don't have a brain. You don't have no sort of brain, miss.
All right.
She doesn't want to face the
It's men like
reality.
you. It's actually men like you.
She doesn't want to
Sorry.
face the reality.
It's and
What's
it
the
is men
reality?
like us. It's men
And
like
what's the
us that you'll
reality?
never
And what
miss.
is the
It's men like
reality?
us. It is men like us that you could never dream of having, miss, because you
I
don't
would
have brain cells. You
never
don't have
want my husband to.
decorum. You're not even a real woman that can meet the expectations of me and my
I
brother.
would never want a man like you in my life.
Look,
Just know
miss,
that.
this is the whole thing.
And this
You
is why
don't
you
try
end
and
up where you
one
are.
second. You don't try and convince the bees why honey's better than shit. So we don't care what a fly wants.
Correct.
Because we're the honey and
See how you're.
the
You
bees
see
that are
how
the
you're.
real woman will always flock to us. That's it.
You see, you're calling God's creature a fly now. You can't.
Wait,
You can't use the
one
word.
second, 1 second. It's an
You can't
analogy.
use the word. No, it's not an
It
analogy
is an
because you're
analogy,
disrespecting me.
and you're
It's not
trying to do
though.
this God stuff. But Jesus called
You
the woman
started this God
Jesus
stuff.
called the woman a dog for an analogy. Don't mean he was insulting her. So why are you trying? Like, don't try to do this
You're
Bible
not
thing
God.
to try and
You're not God.
win
You're not.
to
You're
try and
no
win
one
an
just be
argument,
calling
miss.
nobody a dog. You're
Yes, he
nobody.
did.
You're not though. Who are you? You're not
And
God, my friend. Like you're not
Star,
God.
You said, "Oh, calling
Star, I
God's
don't
creature
think
a
you have
fly for
any
the
valid
sake of an
points.
analogy." But our moral example called a woman a dog for the sake of an analogy, not as an insult. So why are you trying to come and do this
You're
like
not God.
Bible stuff where it's not
But you've been trying to.
directly
You
relevant to
started
try
with the
and
Bible stuff. No
make
one
yourself
mentioned the
look better than
Bible.
you are?
But
You
no
were
one mentioned the
reading the
Bible.
Bible 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, because you
Now you
mentioned the
are
Bible,
and now
and
you are
because I brought the
justifying
You
weird
was
word
reading
into
the
behavior.
his.
Bible to try and say some dumbass point as well. You see one thing about me, bro. That man's a Christian man. Like you see a lot of these. You see what a lot of these black girls do. If someone says something they don't like, they're automatically not Christian. Like you see all these girls that come here and they say nonsense. I'll never go to them and say, "Oh, you're not a Christian." If you've slept with all these men and you've done the degeneracy and you say you're a Christian to me, I'm not going to say, "Oh, you're a fake Christian. You're not a Christian." But a lot of these black things, I've noticed they like to do that and they try and use the Bible as this like, oh, I'm better than you. But as soon as it comes back to them, they forget the Bible and, oh, but society. Like
Exactly.
these girls have no principles, bro. You gotta finish, G. Like
As soon
no
as
sort of principles.
as soon as her point was scrutinized, she then went on to defend wickedness,
Exactly.
saying,
Oh, but
"Oh, you don't
society.
understand what she's been through, and everybody's doing it. So what? We stand on the word. Let's have
Like,
some
and you see
discipline."
what is, bro? You see the Bible and stuff like that. Most of the time, when the women are trying to do the Bible stuff for me, I don't listen to them because they don't know what. Like, when it comes to real shit, when it comes to real stuff, I don't listen to what a woman says, bro. You see, when it comes to fashion and when it comes to cooking and when it comes to mediocre, like low level conversations, I'll listen to a woman's outlook more in it because women can talk on fashion and cooking and oh this new drama is a good show. I'll listen to that, but when you start talking about real life stuff like Bible, real improvement stuff, women can't help you improve. Women won't help you improve. They can motivate you to improve, but they can't actually give you the advice. Like women need to know their place, bro. As a female, like please know that you're meant to do X and a man's meant to do X. Stop trying to
Do both.
seek some sort of glory in that I did what men do. Because
And
they hate
also,
themselves.
And
And you
also,
see what is, bro, as well, to land, yeah? You see when I gave them the analogy with the man doing the same thing on the flip side, they didn't want to answer it because it would prove the point.
yep.
These women, bro, these women are so, like, delusional.
And also, some advice: stop trying to do both. It's impossible. You may believe that you are doing both, but if you ask that child, if he has any, sense, if he's not been too broken by your behavior, he will tell you this is nonsense. Stop celebrating Father's Day. You are not the father. It's this type of behavior. It's this type of arrogance and ego. And then when you ask the one that really matters, which is the offspring, they will be saying, this is chaotic.
Bro, word. And I can never hear my own mother say something like that. I never heard women in my family ever say, oh, I have to do both roles.
Yes.
Like, that's not a good look. That just shows you're traumatized.
I never heard that. And as you said earlier,
women, they find so much, like, glory in showing their battle scars. And then they think, and they wonder why they're not getting husbands.
And
If you're showing your battle scars all day, you're not going to get no man.
And as you mentioned earlier, when you gave that analogy, she then tried to make out that what you were saying was homosexual.
Yes, straight, you can't say you're making it sound
straight away with the insults when you're just describing what the role of a woman is, and if a man does it,
And you see what is G. Like, she tried to, you see when I gave her that example, she tried to, like, discredit it by, but cooking and cleaning are basic necessities. But the thing is, cooking, cleaning, etc. are things attributed to women, right? But when it was the things attributed to the man, she didn't want to disregard it. She wanted to highlight that it's attributed to men.
Yes.
To glorify herself, because a lot of females, sadly, they hate women.
Correct.
They hate women so much that they disregard feminine roles and try and emulate the man ones. And also, if you actually loved yourself as a woman, you would never say, I had to do both. Because being a woman's enough.
And also, it's this thing within them. It's the spirit of comparison. When you compare, what's the saying? Comparison is the thief of all joy. So when you're constantly comparing and looking out and wanting to be other than what you are, you're ultimately going to be miserable and lost.
Exactly. And you know what it is, bro? No man can ever say that God came from outside of his parts. But women can say that God came from a woman. God came from a woman. So women need to hold themselves to a higher regard, because there's so much things about a woman that is so high to be respected, but they don't.
Exactly.
They don't actually take any pride in themselves. This is the thing about these girls. They've lost pride in themselves. So I've talked about an array of things. So they try and be stuff they're not, i.e. white girls, i.e. light-skinned girls, i.e. Chinese girls, i.e. men. Like, they'll try and be everything but just be a woman. Like, women need to start, honestly, being themselves.
And this is why when you've got a child alone with this, without the man to balance it, it can be truly, truly catastrophic, because that child is experiencing all of this, the ups and the downs, the lefts and the rights. It's truly chaotic, and she is going to absorb all of that negativity. And this is why you see so many of the youngsters lashing out and quick to anger. As you said, one of them was even getting angry at herself. There's nobody else in the room with her, and she's getting angry.
Exactly.
It's crazy.
It's because they're having a fight in their head, and it's like, a lot of these women, imagine us, man, like, because this is the thing, as black men, we have to be glad we're not in prison. But imagine being married to one of these type of girls that they would actually come with this mindset that you can't even tell them to go make a dinner, go make a sandwich, like, man's hungry. Like, these girls, they don't know how to take no sort of direction from a man. They expect the most from a man, right? They think they can come to us with so much entitlements. Take me here, do me this, say this to me, do this, say this, text me every day, and this is why I'm lucky I'm married, bro, because it's like, imagine I have to put up with you lot instead of the real black queen I already have. Do you get it?
100%. Well said. And I just hope that they are willing to take on some of the advice they've been given this evening, some of the cheat codes. And I hope they come back. I hope they follow you, and I hope they follow myself for more teachings and wisdom. that we deliver on a regular basis. And, you know, there is hope. There is hope. But you have to put down the ego, put it down and listen.
Literally, it's so like I've never actually come across these women that come to my life that actually been a real woman. Like, there's only a couple that they've really come with that femininity, but it's like, and it's always our black sisters that are doing it that have the most masculinity. Cause more time there'll be a couple white things, and you know what I've clocked as well. Even there was a one little white thing up here, and she was trying to overspeak the men at certain times. And she was doing that because she saw the black girls doing it. Like, she saw the black girls doing it and thought, like, let me join in on what they're doing and become a bit more like, what's the word, like mischievous type thing. So it's like, this is why I always try and prioritize the black community, because a lot of the women, they don't know how to just hold it down. Just sister, hold it down, just cool now, and just let that man go on, and then you go. Do you get it?
But you hit the nail on the head, because when the white young lady, when she saw the rebellious nature of the black women on there, she was empowered by that. And instead of pushing back and saying, hold on, this is strange behavior, this is not good, this is wrong, this is uncouth, she then wanted to join in and follow suit. So the black woman has a serious level of power that they are misusing at the moment. They are misusing this power.
And that's why I say that feminism was actually started by black women, because they were painted in this rebellious light. Like, even one of the biggest problems, they tried to say that Harriet Tubman was a woman, knowing that, come on, the person's name was Harrison Tubman, right? It was a man, but just for the sake of propaganda, they changed it to a woman to be more inclusive. So these things have been embedded in our community for so many generations.
Yes.
And these things have been like, you get what I'm saying?
100%.